What's up, my inspiration? Our anxiety doesn't come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control it. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the U.S., affecting 40 million adults in the United States aged 18 and older. That's approximately 18.1% of the population every year. They also state that anxiety disorders are highly treatable, yet only 36.9% of those suffering receive treatment, and that people with anxiety disorder are 3 to 5 times more likely to go to the doctor and 6 times more likely to be hospitalized for a mental illness than those who do not suffer from an anxiety disorder. And what is anxiety?
In its very basic sense, it is an excessive feeling of worry and fear. Now, occasional anxiety is a normal part of life. Many of us worry about things such as physical health, finances, or social problems. However, when this worry becomes excessive to the degree it now interferes with your ability to function effectively on a day-to-day basis, a personal AAA call needs to be made.
You must first acknowledge that the anxiety exists and make yourself aware of any possible stressors, accept the reality, and then take the necessary actions to manage the anxiety you may be dealing with in a healthy and productive manner.
Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm speaking specifically to the early encounter we may have with anxiety and some helpful ways to manage it, which brings me to 10 coping statements for anxiety.
1. This is difficult and uncomfortable, but it is only temporary.
2. These are just thoughts, not reality.
3. Regardless of the outcome, I have the skills to navigate what happens next.
4. I have more control over my thoughts than I believe.
5. I am stronger than I think.
6. I can handle discomfort. This too shall pass.
7. These feelings are normal, and I can cope with them.
8. I have dealt with these feelings before, and I can deal with them now.
9. Anxiety may always be a part of my life, but it will not control my life.
10. Finally, I am not in this alone. I can seek help. Know when to seek help. Now, we've said this before and we'll say it again and again. This might be one of the hardest for some people, but very important. Asking for help when life gets overwhelming shows that we are all human, and from time to time may need some assistance, even if it's counseling, and there is nothing wrong with that. Reaching out for help is a sign that you're ready to face your struggles, so that you can live a healthy and prosperous life.
Now, as a bonus for those who tune in until the end, here's 3 general themes centered around anxiety.
Overestimating the likelihood that something bad will happen.
Overestimating how bad it will be.
And lastly, underestimating your ability to cope if it does happen.
So, in closing, let me share with you a statement from Jada DeWalt. Anxiety, I will transform you into something useful and productive. I will not bow down to you. Now, whenever finding yourself feeling anxious, try utilizing the coping statements mentioned earlier and focus on learning, growing, and evolving in the moment. This is James Alexander, your mental health and wellness coach, aka your inspirational wordsmith, helping humanity rise one word at a time. And remember, words are free. It's how you use them that might be costly. Have a phenomenal day.
If you or someone you know is considering suicide, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK 8255, or text HELP to the crisis text line at 741741. Or go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org.